we all have agencies. We can shape the future. There's still a lot. Look, I've said this before, so I'll repeat it. I don't anticipate this need to be the case, but there is a break the glass scenario, and there's many people that have a deep understanding of what it would look like if Democrats were locked out, and we're going to do everything to make sure that doesn't happen. I'll leave it at that.
When it's not going your way, it's time to break the glass or just change the rules. And the craziest part is they're now saying it out loud, and no one's calling them out for cheating. Is it cheating? Let's get into it.
Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
And they may have to expand the court.
Like, y'all are cheating. You're cheating.
Who is the actual threat to democracy?
So when they're winning, it's F round and find out. Then it's how they're going to change your government. Then let's get into the cheating accusations. And finally, the one and only Scott Jennings is going to break it down for us. Let's watch them when they think they're winning.
Our message to Florida Republicans is F around and find out.
A big victory in Virginia. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth.
So that brazen male toxicity was prior to them losing the gerrymandering case in Virginia. And now that it appears Republicans have the edge, they're going full nuclear. Check this out.
We talk about what we need to do and think about doing around the Electoral College.
And they may have to expand the court to 13 members.
We talk about the idea of Supreme Court reform, which includes expanding the Supreme Court.
They are just going to have to unilaterally add Puerto Rico and the District of Columbia states.
Let's talk about statehood for Puerto Rico and D.C.
So they want to stack the deck for permanent power, and nobody breaks it down better than Scott Jennings. That's coming up in a minute. But first, who's cheating? I'd love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. Go.
They wouldn't have to resort to this cheating.
That's right. Like, y'all are cheating. You're cheating.
We've got to neutralize these red states from cheating, including blue states expanding their maps.
So did you catch that? I mean, aside from this, ladies and gentlemen, that could be your next president. If red states do it, it's cheating. But if blue states do it, it's just a natural expansion. Let's hear the breakdown from the one and only Scott Jennings. By the way, we'd really appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button. Let's go to Scott.
She could be the Democratic nominee, which means she could be the next president. And I think they mean it. And she's talking about completely and totally changing the institutions and levers of power in this country, changing the way we elect presidents, changing the way our Supreme Court works. Isn't this what they always accuse Donald Trump of? Maligning and undermining and threatening and weakening institutions? She is saying that if a Supreme Court justice doesn't rule the way that she wants them to rule, that she wants to, quote, hold them accountable, hold them responsible, punish them. Now, think about all the times in your life where you've heard a Democrat or a media pundit or somebody say, oh, Donald Trump, he is undermining the independent judiciary. He's trying to weaken the Supreme Court. He doesn't want any guardrails. He doesn't respect the Supreme Court. Think about what you've always been told about Trump. And think about what Kamala Harris is promising you on camera, openly, as a core tenet of her campaign right now. Tell me, ladies and gentlemen, who is the actual threat to democracy?
So they went from FAFO to then losing the court battle to then breaking the glass to then just changing the rules. So who do you think's cheating? We'd love if you'd subscribe, watch our latest video, and thanks for watching.